morning, everybody. Welcome to Drones and Coffee. We are live. What is the date? Where are we at? The 19th of January. Wow, almost past the middle of the month here. Welcome in line, Mr. Flynn, Captain JoJo. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, Mr. Flynn.
Oh,
good morning.
Hey, look. Where's this comment at? Rob. Yeah, he's waiting for the show because we're better than TikTok. I mean, TikTok, Hey, the Drones and Coffee show. All right, TikTok is banned as of last night. I know some people, I saw a post around 7, 8 o'clock, I guess, depending on your time zone, whatever. Mine about, 9 o'clock, 10 after 9 or something like that. I was scrolling through and I got that message there that says, we'll be back whenever, I guess. And then what was really surprised, I guess it didn't Capt, which I use to edit. So I'm going to have to actually learn to edit, I guess, on something that's real. So Capt is banned.
Time to get into DaVinci, Johnny.
Well, I got
DJIs.
Yeah, I did download DaVinci Resolve. I've actually thought about throwing this computer against the wall a couple times, trying to do some stuff, but I'll figure it out, I guess.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Hike and Fly, Barkley, Jenna C. Welcome in, Jenna. DeMarco Moore is up and about. Steve Genesis, RJ Ariel, Ron. Let's see who else is in here. Carolyn, welcome in. Eddie Nunez is even up. He said he snowed in. Oh, no. He said he's asking Rob. Rob don't know. Rob ain't been out of the house. Let's see who else is in here. Captain Joe, of course. Lance is up. Lance. I don't know when Lance sleeps. We have to find out.
He never sleeps.
I don't think he sleeps.
He never sleeps.
I don't know. Maybe he's like a robot. Maybe that's not really him. He just got it set up to answer us.
He's Nightbot.
Cool Cat.
Let's see.
Lancebot.
Hey, Joe, we can't let Mr. John Flynn have all the fun and lines. So we're going to get us 7, 8 inches of snow, it looks like here,
We're going to get some. I don't know what we're going to get, but we're going to get some.
Yeah,
let's see here.
We said 3 to 6 inches.
What's funny is, yesterday we were out there in the driveway. Susan, my ex, bought a pickleball little net. We out there playing pickleball in the driveway. We set this thing up, measured the court off, and we got short pants on and t-shirts, and so hey, and 2 days later we'll be looking in the teens. So that's kind of crazy. Typical Louisiana weather for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, she's got it up there right now. 3 to 6 inches of snow, John.
Yeah, and what's the name? What is that?
Guess I won't be buying a Lions jersey.
Well, there's a lot of upset people up in Detroit, except for one.
I was kind of, I guess, I'll say, I don't know. A lot of people, of course, people just try to go against the norm. A lot of people was picking Washington only because they try to be, but I was kind of surprised. John, I'm sure you're disappointed. It was the way it was.
I mean, really, they were playing on borrowed time, as beat up as they were. These 18 guys on injured reserve. And
hey, but line, I don't know if y'all saw the Kansas City game, but the line was 9.5.
Yeah, that was fixed.
All right, so they take a safe.
Hate to say it, but
now I'll tell you what, Jack. If you don't think that stuff is not figured out, you're definitely wrong.
It's WWE.
You're not lying.
Well, then the Lions and the Washington Commanders are in on it too. Then.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they all are.
It would be the whole league. It's not just one team though. See, people point at one team, and it's like, no, it must be the entire league is in on it. Then it's the only way it could work. It's the only way it could work. It'd have to be the whole league. It'd have to be the whole league would have to be in on it. And what do they have to gain? I don't understand what the teams that play against Kansas City have to gain by rigging the games. I don't get it.
It's just funny how them lines are. They are so right on it. It's unbelievable.
Well, they weren't right on the Lions line though.
No.
But somebody made some money though.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's what it's about. Now look.
I'm not a gambler. I would have gambled against the Lions.
Because
I told you weeks ago they were going to choke. I told you weeks ago they were going to choke, didn't I? Now, be honest. I told you they were going to choke.
That's not
did
really.
say
They choked.
This is the Lions. You're not really going out on a limb saying the Lions are going to choke.
No, I know. It was like Nostradamus up in here.
What about the national championship game Monday night? I think Notre Dame's a 10-point underdog. I mean, what's
they're going to win it.
You think they're gonna win it, Notre Dame?
I think they're going to win it.
I think it'll be within 10, but I don't think
I think it'll be closer than the yeah. But I don't know. It should be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. That's for sure.
Hey, you see what Joe said to him? Them are fighting words. I'd meet you back at that bando right now, but it's going to snow. And I don't want to drive in the snow.
Hey, Don said Fisheye. What he said? Did Fisheye pick the winner? And he said, "I never claimed he was a smart slot."
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, they did better than they did last year. They're definitely doing better than they did 10 years ago or whatever. So, I think they can build the team. No offense, but I don't like this injured list excuse and all that kind of stuff. Like Washington didn't have any injured players. Like, come on, man.
Well,
Every team in the league has injured players by this time of the season. Come on.
Let's see. Welcome in.
Come on.
They had third stringers playing for them and players that were on from other teams' practice squad playing too, though. So I mean, it was a factor. I mean, I'm not making excuses because they were living on borrowed time, like I said, but. To win 15 games with what they had was
15 games is
that's a credit to somebody.
Hey, it's almost
they must have had a pretty good team.
Yeah, actually, they had a great team. Hey,
they must have had a pretty good team.
This is the only drone show you'll see where the 4 guys on here do not have the flip. Any of the 4 do not have the flip drone, right?
No plans on getting. Billy talked about sending me one. I'm like, nah, that's all right, man.
I'm kind of hoping that Nano's looking pretty good. If somebody wants to sell me one for like $25, I might.
Oh, Joe selling it, Nano?
$25.
Hey, we were flying the other day, and I got video. That thing was really. When I say it was flying, was it sideways, Joe? It was almost like
almost upside down.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? The Neo to me is a whole little different. $199, but. Now you're talking $419, $500.
I mean, why would you
here's
buy
the
that
problem.
if you could buy the Mini 4 Pro?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's now here's the problem though. I mean, not to stick up for DJI because they're effing up. I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand. The Flip is not available by itself. You guys keep comparing the price of the Neo by itself against the Flip with a controller. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that changes the dynamic because that controller is $130. So, or whatever it costs for that controller. It's like $150, right? Yeah, it's 100 something, right? So if they would sell the Flip all by itself, they could sell it for $300. Now, does that change your mind? If it was $300, I might buy it for $300. And not have another piece of goddamn remote. I got like 6 remotes over here. I don't need another remote laying around my house. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if I could buy it for like $300 or something, I might have bought it for $300 just for shits and giggles. You know what I mean?
Lon, you can grab. Let me see right here. Let me get this up. You can buy this for the low price of.
As long as it's not a V captor.
No, $219. Look, the Spectre.
The Spectre.
Well, hold on a second. Let me get my wallet out.
I mean, that's not a bad price for that.
No, that's not a bad price at all. But it's like a Mini 1, right? Or it's like a Mini 2.
Well, I think it's a Mini 2.
I think it's a Mini 2.
Yeah, because it's 4K, right? Okay, yeah, it's a Mini 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
But I mean, that's one battery. Of course, you got to fly it with your phone. But now that DJI unlocked the geofence,
Yep. So they might as well go back it up.
Lon, it was $129 for that controller.
What does
that makes it?
Lon, what do you think about the geofence? I know you said it before. I mean,
been telling people for months. It's been on the docket for a long time. It's not a secret. They removed geofencing in January of 2024. They were always going to remove geofencing in the U.S. in January 2025. The first quarter is what I had heard initially.
Yeah,
the first quarter. So they removed it in January. I don't think there's any evil intent. I don't think there's some kind of huge conspiracy like they're trying to get Trump killed or something. I literally heard somebody say that.
Yeah.
Literally say that China pulled the NFCs, like they have direct control over DJI. Now I understand that China can influence their companies and yada yada. I get it, just like the U.S. can, by the way. I get that, but the idea that Xi Jinping had a meeting with Frank Wang and said, "Hey, before Trump's inauguration, pull all the NFCs." I find that hard to believe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, geofencing with DJI has always been a problem for DJI. It's a loss leader. They've never gained anything. They all lost. They had to pay for servers. They had to pay for the upkeep. They had to eat all the garbage. Their competition used it as a sales tool. Right. 75% of Autel drones were sold because they didn't have geofencing. Flat out. If you ask somebody why they bought an Autel, 75% of them will tell you it's because they didn't have geofencing. Period. Full stop. So they were never gaining anything, and then the country wants to ban them anyway. So why keep shoveling money out? Yeah, what's the point? Oh, there's the Kansas City kid.
Yeah, JoJo, what's up, baby?
Swifties. The Kansas City Swifties.
I'm gonna put y'all next to each other, the two Joes.
There you go.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, it's gonna be a hard fall. It's gonna be a hard fall when y'all do.
Yeah, it will. 2026, 2027, whenever that is.
Yeah, like the 26th, you said, right? The month?
The 26th, yeah.
Joe, wait a minute. Joe, you just mad because you didn't go film Taylor Swift down there in New Orleans. You could have got them.
I ain't worried about that. Like I said, I had enough of Swifties.
Hey, she had Gabe Clark out there with her last night. Let's see what Eddie Nunez says about geofencing. Geofence doesn't remove the height, altitude. I needed that. Well, Eddie, you can fly any go 400 foot over one of them big buildings. And you can fly as high as you want.
The height, altitude. What does he mean? You got 1,600 feet. On an Air 3S above ground level. I found that if you just land a damn, like people say, well, you can't get all the way up this mountain. I go, yeah, so you land it and then take off again. Take off again and you restart your height requirement.
Michael Blade, welcome in.
Landed halfway up the mountain. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
That works.
Yeah. You landed
Didn't
take off again.
Didn't if I remember right, the Air 3 and others moving forward had higher than 1640, right? You could unlock something to go to 3280, double it.
Yeah, the Mavic 3 had 3200, 32 whatever it is. Yeah,
I know the Air 3 did too. Sean Oz did a video on a while back where he couldn't get to the top of a mountain, but with that setting, he could, or he get closer anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. In New York, you're limited in many places with height by DJI. DJI is keeping you from flying higher, or you're saying the regulations are keeping you from flying higher?
Got to be the regulations.
Because I took mine out yesterday, man. There used to be all these notifications, 200 foot there and 300 foot there and 400 foot there. Gone. Gonzo. Nothing. My drone didn't say diddly squat to me till I hit 400 feet. And then it gave me the normal, local regulations might be 400 feet, might be. And I go, boop. Yeah. It kept flying. It didn't give me any of the other ones. Yeah, it didn't give me any of the other ones about, entering an enhanced zone, like when I flew around the helicopter pad and shit like that. It didn't give me any warnings about that. It didn't give me any warnings about any of that crap. So.
Yeah, thinking about that, I didn't get a warning yesterday. I flew around the duck pond by the hospital, and I didn't get a warning about the helipad. I didn't get one. And
I normally do.
Ironically, I had the Avata too, right? And ironically, right when I took off and I started going over the pond, one of them come screaming off the helipad.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey guys,
I'm on the ground. So
I ordered just the new 04 air unit. Now this came from Race Day Quads, although I got two coming from Dave. I mean, I actually got the email, Joe. They all shipped. But I got a call yesterday. I'm out there. We was actually playing pickleball. I had DJI support. So I get a call. They say the ones that I ordered a few minutes after they went live won't be shipped till the 26th. So I told the girl, I said, well, that's kind of, anyway, to make a long story short, because I missed a little bit, I got $25 credit with DJI. But they're not being shipped till the 26th from DJI. Although, this one came in from Race Equaz and got 2 coming from Dave Shaddix at Fly High PB. I got the email.
Mine was supposed to be delivered yesterday from Dave Shaddix, and the mail didn't make it. Didn't make it in the mail.
Crazy,
Maybe it'll be here tomorrow.
But it seemed like they did a pretty good job of getting it to all the suppliers. But if you ordered it individual, because it said immediately when I ordered it, whatever day that was a Tuesday, I believe, right there. It came out on Thursday. I think it was a Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah. And, they said it would be shipped 3 or 4 days later. And then I got a shipping delay notice, which, no big deal.
So they're going back to the old school where they get it to the suppliers before they get it to the individuals. Because
like
that's how it used to be.
I know Dave put a big old picture on somewhere. Joe, you had said it. He had a bunch. I mean, it might have been 25 or 30 of them, or maybe even more.
I bet more than that. I bet there was 50 or 60 in one of the boxes.
Yeah. On beta.
He had multiple boxes, but yeah, he got a bunch. And he sold out. Dave sold out of the 04 Standard the first day. He said within a few hours he sold out.
Yeah.
So he ordered. He got another big shipment of Standards and Pros.
Did I say not DJI? Did I say DJI? I could have. I don't know.
Oh, I
DJI,
yeah, man. I say DJI all the time. I'm correcting myself. I mean to say DJI, but I have a tendency to say DJI because I'm in a hurry. So it is what it is.
Yeah, let me put this up on here. Yesterday, my son-in-law, we got to. He got it. Joe actually held a wire while he soldered it. So.
Oh, nice. Good for you.
Oh, congratulations.
This is the Mario 5 being given away at the South Florida Drone Meetup.
The little boy that holds the flashlight for Dad.
Wow.
I love you guys.
You're a braver man, Johnny. Wow.
But it's coming to life.
That's awesome.
Sweet. Yeah.
That looks
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Too many screws left over though, Johnny.
Oh well, yeah.
He don't need all the screws.
Johnny's the only guy I know. Johnny's the only guy I know who's got 3D printer and half the parts are on the counter.
Yeah, now I'm printing without the little cover.
He's gonna build
the,
his own.
Thing, so. Hey, I'm slimming it down. I'm getting it under 250 grams. The 3D printer.
I know a guy that raced motorcycles like that. He was just, he were moving parts off his bike and stuff, like drilling holes in the frame to try to make it lighter.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, are you insane? I knew a guy like that, though. It would be like just changing stainless steel bolts for aluminum and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, are you insane?
Come on, that was you, Lon. Admit it.
No, I promise you. I promise you, dude.
I pity the fool.
No, that's just stupid. But no, that's pretty cool though. You guys are building that drone and you giving it away. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice drone. It's 5-inch Mario 5. It flies really good. Matt's. I mean, we actually, Joe, the little fins on there that kind of gold, on that Mario 5.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we spray painted on black, so it's gonna look different, a little bit different.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Customized.
Ooh. A custom one. Yeah.
I like the custom.
Yeah, I should have sent the frame to Joe. Let him dip it, but I guess
I built my Avata one about 3 times in the last 8 days.
Yeah.
Does it fly?
It did until yesterday, and I broke a motor.
Oh, you actually got it to fly, then you broke it? Jesus.
So I put it together. I put it together the first time. I was still getting the battery installation error. I took it apart. I found the problem. I fixed it. I got it to fly. There's about 7 different warnings on it that eventually clear themselves out, like geo module sensor error, downward vision sensor error, remote ID error, all kinds of shit. They eventually cleared themselves out. It flew, did fine, crashed it at my house, jacked something else up on the battery terminal, took it apart, fixed it, put it back together, went to 400 Randall yesterday with Michael Wright, crashed it, bent a motor bell, So maybe got another motor on the way. So I'll be taking it apart again, baby.
Did you order just one replacement motor, Joe, or did you order more than one?
For now, yeah. For now, I just need the one. It's $20, but I didn't want to drop 80 on the 4, so I just bit the bullet and got the one. I got bills to pay, damn it.
He has proof that it's flying, but I don't know. You could have some little nylon strings.
I see some fish line, I think.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's CGI.
Yeah, that's it.
This is AI generated here, you know.
Yeah. It was hard to take that picture too because it was in my garage and the downward vision sensor error is faulty and it had no satellite. So I was like trying to take a picture of this thing while it's drifting around my garage with one hand on the controller and one on my phone. It eventually crashed in the garage too. Like, shit.
Hey, what's the Joe Photo Leo flight without a crash? I mean,
but hey, come on.
But
I got a downward vision sensor downward vision sensor part and ribbon cable on order too, so that should get fixed. You know, you could grab the Avata and just turn it 90 degrees, turn it off, right? I mean, you can do that with obviously all the drones, but mine. So that's how I have to land. Either that or just disarm. You know, double tap to disarm from manual mode right over the ground. Or click it into normal, grab it, and turn it 90 degrees. But it takes about 4 or 5 seconds for it to cut off. And if the stick is not dead center, all the way down dead center, it's like wee. It's like trying to freaking take off. Finally it cuts off. So she's got problems.
Yeah, but hey,
Marcus Crawford's old Avata, man. I put her through hell. Marcus's old Avata.
Joe, it ain't nothing like this crash though. This is more epic.
You'll see.
Oh, Lord help me. It was not a pole.
This looks like some Joe action.
You're diversifying. That's good.
Was it Czechoslovakian? Oh.
No, what it was 2 rednecks trying to get a drone off the.
Yeah, watch this.
So far, so good.
Yeah, you got it. It's a little bit further.
Here he goes. He's getting ready to do a Maddie flip or something.
You do a fancy power loop.
Yeah, that's one of the things I try to do.
He's going to do an inverted. He's going to do an inverted yaw spin into a trippy.
No, he's not. No, he ain't. no, he ain't.
I'm waiting for him to do actually anything. To be honest with you.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I did. That's what I did.
I'm waiting for something spectacular.
You could be flying this bitch with the motion sensor and the motion controller at this point. In fact, you'd have more flips.
Get to the fun part.
That was mine just zooming by right there.
I crashed the same place you crashed, Joe, out there.
Yeah. You'd have more flips if you were flying with the motion controller. You could just hit the flip button real quick.
Well, I'm with the motion controller.
Oh, that is
fancy power controller.
It's right. It's up a little bit. It's gonna be the next run.
Oh, I thought you were flying manual.
I think I've been here. No, he don't fly manual.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Not yet.
This is it right here.
Drum roll.
I don't see the point.
Wait. There's the walk of shame.
Yeah, Roop.
I had a couple of those yesterday. You good?
Johnny says
you ain't having fun if you ain't having a walk of shame.
You got to climb up on the roof and get it for you.
Now, I said, Joe, I can reach this if I could jump. And I pushed it.
Look at short ass. Good thing you were right on the edge. Get on my shoulders, Johnny.
All right, you got plan, B.
Here you go.
Oh, got the garbage can. There we go.
Oh, that's gonna cave in.
Trailer Park Boys.
Just got.
I don't know why we just didn't start the drone and take some bitch off.
I know.
Yeah, right.
Oh, right. Yeah. It's straight up.
There was some redneck shit going on there.
That, my friend,
that's some funny shit.
Louisiana double trouble right there.
Yeah, man.
You guys are up to no good.
Yeah, but I'm in good company, Joe, because you crashed the same place.
Yeah, that's
you
it.
Crashed on the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And you live to fly another day. That's the main thing.
No, it
Well,
looked
that
like a
was the
pretty
first crash of the
light
day.
crash.
It was a light crash.
That was a light crash.
Y'all, that was the first crash of the day. I got the Neo out. As I'm going around a pole, it backed into another pole, hit the ground. And then Johnny wants me to go under a bench, and I hit it flat on.
Yeah, but
I said,
then
"Oh, hell with this."
while we sitting there, Joe's looking. I think he had his goggles on. I'm like just doing this.
That's Man Shack, isn't it, Johnny? That's where we flew.
Yeah, like I'm just
Yeah.
saying, well, Joe, I'm just gonna go right through your legs right here, you know. So
Look out, Joe.
Ooh, almost. Very nice.
What's that, the Neo?
that's
You're
a
flying with just a controller?
That's a no. This is
About a two.
About 2.
Oh, about a 2? Okay.
Yeah, it's about a 2.
That's the other thing DJI could do for me is, well, I don't have an about a 2 anymore, but they can set up, you can fly it with the RC2. I don't see why not.
Yeah,
I
you
wonder
can.
why they never did that.
You can with the Integris and then goggles too. You
No,
can.
no, RC2, not the FPV RC2.
He's
The
talking with
RC2.
the screen.
With the screen, the RC.
Oh, gotcha. My fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry Franks, Mark White, Randy. Who else is in here? Ken Hawk.
Mark White.
Ken is
Kenny.
he's having a buffet for anyone that can join him.
Who?
Kenny is. He's
Yeah,
having,
Kenny's got a spread going on
got
today.
a spread. If you're in the area, please drop in. It's all you can eat.
Yeah, that's
Right,
nice.
Kenny?
That's nice to do when you're 600. Say when you're 800 miles away. I mean, duh.
Thanks.
No, hot rod.
Yeah, free beer today. Free beer for anybody that shows up. I'll be in Alaska, but free beer.
Hey, Ken gave up drinking. He gave up drinking.
Oh, good for him.
Good.
I hope you're feeling better, Ken.
Yeah, Ken got his truck back,
Been
and
thinking about you.
pretty neat. Jerry Franks, welcome in. I'm in. Ken, Jerry said he'll go get some food. But no, hey, so big week. I mean, big couple weeks with DJI, man. They 04 units. The
Mhm.
flip. What
Mhm.
else?
It sounds
looks
like
like-
everybody is getting the flip too. That's not getting delayed, right? In customs,
Yeah, they look
Except
like
for-
everybody got them pretty.
except for the East Coast
got 'em in
people
like
who aren't
3
getting
days.
it at all.
Yeah, I know Marcus got his. Who else?
Paul Murray got his.
Paul,
Tom.
Tom Dowling got his out in Vegas.
Tom Dowling got his, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jim got his too.
Eddie Nunez got his at Best Buy.
Eddie had his in December from Best Buy.
Yeah. That was an interesting post about New Jersey and Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it was.
I'm kind of curious as to what that's all about, but it's got to have something to do with customs, right? It can't be, you know what I mean? It's just weird. It's just strange because they could route it a different direction. They could just route it through Chicago or whatever. In fact, DJI could just have them sent to their headquarters, their North American headquarters in California, and then just ship them from there.
Right.
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Y'all don't say anything. He's in here.
Uh-oh.
He's getting a new award.
The quiet man.
Captain Joe is printing a new
Yeah.
award for Rick Williamson.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna give it to John Flynn to put on his truck. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're always helping
Yeah.
other people get in trouble there, Johnny.
Yeah, the answer to that question is not likely. All the rumors are that they're talking May and June.
Yeah.
Was the last thing I've heard.
So, Lon, going back to the flip, does the time not? Let me ask you this: it seemed like the flip should have been brought out before the Neo, only because I don't. Weird that it's very large compared to, even though it folds up, it's a pretty big drone, you know.
I know everybody says that. No matter what they do, there's always a
I guess
Detroit shouldn't have thrown all those interceptions. You know what I mean?
Detroit. No, but it's you always say the drone is best for you. You know, I think the Neo
yeah.
got its place, but I think the Neo, most people had the goggles and all that kind of stuff, and so it wasn't a big investment. But if you buy this drone for $5 something, I guess. But they're not intended.
$439.
Yeah, $439 for
The
drone.
flip.
Yeah.
So drone and controller is $439.
So, but hey, you know
It
what?
would have been 310 by itself.
It's just choices.
That's what I'm
all.
thinking. Yeah, 349, let's say.
Yeah.
349 by itself. I think they could have sold a crap load of them to people like that already have drones.
Yeah.
But then that's not their market. I keep telling people that's not who they're after. They're looking to open new markets. So
John, young man, Connecticut pirate.
yeah, they could care less about us with the flip, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm just saying that we're not their market.
Captain Ray,
The drone community is not their market. Hey,
So you're saying they don't give a flip?
Yeah, they don't give
well,
a
I'm just
flip.
being honest. We know the drone community isn't their market for the flip. It's people that don't own.
No,
drones.
Captain Ray.
That's who they're after. You know. So
Why do you think they didn't?
unfortunately, Go
Why
ahead.
do you think they didn't put remote ID on it, or you think that's something they're going to add later?
It's sub 250. It's sub 250, and not only you don't need it. It's sub 250. I don't know
What
why
if you want to
everyone
do
keeps
something
complaining.
commercial with it?
Well, but if you
Then
bought
you need it.
107, you
Who would? Well,
Who would
I
want
know
to?
that people use mini drones for a commercial. I get it, but that's not really. You know what I'm
That's not
saying?
what it's-
That's
that's
not what
not
it
what
was
it's made
designed
for.
to do.
Yeah, but what if it's not designed for the people in the drone community? So they may not have another drone, and they can do some real estate stuff with that, or what
Yeah,
have you. You know, you can do something commercial with it.
Indoor.
So
See,
buy
in
a
my
different
case-
drone.
No, I
in
agree,
my
but if
case-
if somebody buys it that doesn't already have a drone, then what else do they got to fly? It's not designed
No,
for
they
people in the
should
drone
buy a
community, so they
drone.
probably don't have another drone.
Okay, you're not. I don't know what you're missing. Why buy a Chevy Chevette if you want a minivan, and then complain the Chevy Chevette won't haul your
Because the
six
Chevy
kids?
Chevette is a badass vehicle.
No, that's not my point. My point is, if you want to do real estate, buy a drone that fits all the parameters that you need to do real estate. Why would you buy a drone that's not set up to do real estate
I
and
feel
then
you.
complain that you can't use it to do real estate?
No, I feel you.
You know what
I feel you. Yeah, do your research. I get it. I feel you.
But what about
That
flying
make-
over
yeah,
people?
that makes sense.
The people want to fly it over people that are
Commercially?
Commercial, yeah. I don't know. It's not me, obviously, but
You see, that's
Well,
where
to
I
get
was
drones,
going.
you
just
can
asking
do.
the questions.
if you put a remote ID, then it's over 250. So
Then
that's
it's over 250.
Yeah.
You see, that was
It's a tough
my
one.
thing is I use the Mini 3 Pro when I do parades around here. Now I don't do parades in New Orleans. I do them right here for like school and everything. But if I had, and I can't fly over people because of it. If I had the flip and it had remote ID, I could take the chance in going over to people like that because of the prop guards, the way they're covered and everything, and it's sub 250. I wouldn't do it. For one, the more I think about it, I probably wouldn't do it because some joker would knock it down with beads, or have beads
Right.
thrown at it the whole way. But I could do it.
It might run into a boob.
You sure
Well, it's
wouldn't
all high
do it?
school
No.
kids, so I don't want that happen.
No, I mean you could get, but you as you all know, I'm sure the mini drones they offer a cage system for the mini drones, so you could just get a Mini 4 Pro and put a cage around it.
And Barkley, I think Barkley sums it up right here. Where
Costs
is
a
it?
little more.
Perhaps you should rethink your career choice.
Well,
I just think it's interesting.
compact.
People
It's
always
easy.
say that stuff. They go, "Oh, but I want to use the Neo for commercial use or something like that." It's always something like that, and you're like,
Yeah, but
yeah.
honest, the way I understand it, it has the remote ID, but it's just not turned on in the U.S. Right? Is that true?
That's
Not
what
that I'm
heard.
aware. And I'm sure it's a software issue,
Right.
Yeah.
so it could be turned on. That's just the same way they turn remote ID on all these drones all the way back to the Mavic Pro.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Mavic Pro Platinum got remote ID, right? So there's no reason for it not to have remote ID, although they just didn't do it because it's sub 250.
I mean, personally, I don't know who would come in and weigh the drone if you put a remote ID.
I know, right? Who's that guy? You throw a remote ID module on it and fly it over people,
Yeah,
unless you run into somebody or something.
Yeah, I don't think the remote ID added to it's going to kill anybody, but that's just my personal opinion.
That module's weigh like 2 grams or something, 3 grams, if I'm not
And
mistaken.
they're actually on sale.
They're pretty
right
light.
now. $29 at Amazon. I saw. So
How much do they weigh? Do you know?
I don't know. Let me see if we can pull up some specs on one.
Yeah, they weigh like an LED light, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It does.
They weigh like a light, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they probably lighter than a
like a firehouse light or a
Let's see here what this one says. Let me get this on the screen.
yeah, and I get that any $25. Wow. Yeah, any drone can be used for commercial use. I agree with that. But to expect the manufacturer to set it up that way.
13.5 grams.
Wow, that's heavier than I thought. That's way heavier than I thought. Wow. Bottom line, then I would say get on the forums. If you guys are doing commercial work and you want to use a flip to do commercial work, I would get on DJI's forum and mention it. Because it costs them money. People don't seem to understand that. Development and computer programming and stuff, that there's a cost involved there. And if it's not something that the general public wants, they're not going to invest the time and effort into it. You know what I'm saying? But if enough people, raise that, concern, then I'm sure they'll go ahead and do it because
just set the remote ID down where the drone takes off, and it'll send a signal, and then it'll be right in the area. Hey, set it up.
Yeah. Because it's like I said before, it's like they can't win sometimes. No offense. Because when they added remote ID to the Mini 3, I think it was, there's a bunch of bitching about that. A bunch of people bitched about that. So it's like, you know what I mean? Because they didn't want remote ID. That's why I got a SAP 250 drone, so I didn't have to deal with remote ID. And then they added remote ID because everybody complained it didn't have it. Then the people that didn't want remote ID complained because it had it. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't win. If they put remote ID on the flip, a bunch of people would have bitched. I promise you. I guarantee you, if the flip had remote ID, a bunch of people would have complained because it doesn't require it by regulation. People would have complained if the flip had remote ID. I promise.
So these drones,
You're right. They would have
like to bitch.
Could these drones hurt the community, or is it just
a flip?
Yeah, is it a whole different? Are they targeting just like bloggers and young people, or
Yeah.
You actually can throw this in your pocket, and maybe fly it in a stadium or some shit, get you a selfie of you sitting in a football stadium,
Joe's thinking about it right now.
No, I'm not. Oh, you talking about the other Joe? He's in more stadium than me. I ain't thinking about shit.
Joe's thinking about flying up to Taylor Swift's booth and getting.
Yeah, flying up to Taylor's suite, taking a picture.
Come on, Joe.
Hey, you would have got a picture of Caitlin Clark in there last night. She was in there with Taylor hanging out. I saw.
Oh,
yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, why was she there? That's weird.
Maybe she's
she's probably friends.
Yeah,
she may be.
Friends. Who knows?
Where'd she go to school? I think Nebraska or something like that. Maybe she's from KC area. I don't know.
Iowa.
Oh,
Iowa. Okay.
Iowa.
Well, college. I'm not sure where she's from over there.
I think
Bruce Jenner.
She was on.
Bruce Jenner. Fuck, I don't remember either. I don't remember either. But it's somewhere like that. Bruce Jenner. Oh wait a minute! You said Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
I thought you said.
Different
I thought
Caitlin.
you said.
What are you talking about? I was going to let you go on and put your foot further in your mouth, but
no. Caitlin Jenner, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Bruce Jenner's name is Caitlin, right?
Yeah. Caitlin Jenner. Yes. But we're talking about Caitlin Clark.
Jenner.
Okay, thank you. At least I wasn't.
There was an avenue there. There was an avenue there that got you to Caitlin Jenner.
You're just 90%.
Maybe they're friends. I don't know why they would be friends, but who knows? Okay, Caitlin Clark, the basketball player. Okay, gotcha.
Caitlin Jenner was he was a female of the year.
Yeah, the female athlete of the year or something like that.
Hey,
Caitlin Clark played for Kansas, didn't she? Or did she play for Iowa? She played for somewhere like that.
Hawkeyes.
Oh, Iowa was it? Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she's from there.
I think.
Hey, and guess who? Look, our university, Southeastern, the girls made it 2 years ago. Very first time they ever made the NCAA, 64. Guess who they get to play? Caitlin Clark and Iowa Hawkeyes, the very first game. But guess who Iowa finished with? LSU, and LSU beat them. So, it's kind of weird. They started off with Louisiana school, got beat at
Taylor Swift is going to buy the Chiefs. Come on.
She might. Hey.
Buy the Chiefs.
No, she won't.
Guess what? the statute of limitations is almost up on his Taylor Swift stuff. She's got a new album to write, so she needs to break up with this dude. So
Yeah, she got to break up with him.
she needs more breakup songs, right? Yeah.
She's about due a new album, so his time
Fun
is
while it
limited.
lasted, Travis. Thank you. Thanks, Trav.
After you,
He's going to be the girl to
You're
break him up.
next, Lon.
So
You
his
can write
time is
a breakup
limited.
song about me. Come on. Yeah.
She's coming after
Just
Lon.
saying.
Coming after
She's like,
Lon.
we were going to football games and everything.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Hey,
Stop
Lon,
it.
all she got to
stop
do now is put it in AI. and she
But he
can write
bought 2 boxes of nachos,
Okay,
and I
Johnny,
didn't really
mute-
think that
mute
was
Lon
good.
Now, please.
That's
You
it.
Lon.
Dude, Lon started singing. I thought he got an Apple phone.
Oh, my God.
Taylor Swift is a big fan. Yeah, she's
Holy
right.
shit. Only on Drones and Coffee, ladies and gentlemen. Only on Drones and Coffee.
Yeah, well,
Where can you
You
get
know what?
entertainment like
Yeah.
that?
well,
I got my mug, Johnny. Got my 5th annual South Florida Drone
oh yeah.
mug here, and I got a
Oh.
hoodie as well.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, man. Hey, everybody
some merch.
doesn't know he's giving all that stuff away. So the
He gifted me.
SFDM 100. No, he's everyone.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
use
Yeah. He gifted-
SFDM South Florida Drone Meetup. So SFDM 100, 100% off on anything on his website.
What?
I wasn't going to say
Yep.
it.
No, he came on the stream and said it, and then
Okay.
he said you could choose pickup, and he'll ship it to the meetup, and then Ray can give it to you.
I think some people
if you're
ordered
going-
some already, yeah. So
Yeah,
Yeah, I
otherwise
ordered.
you
I
gotta
got
pay
my hoodie.
shipping.
And
Well, I wish
Yeah,
I'd
otherwise
known
you pay
that before
shipping.
I ordered my shirts at a 30%
So,
discount.
John
Good.
Flynn, you started that FPV bill yet?
Oh yeah, I've got several.
Randy, if you're talking about what we're talking about
Too
right
many
now, that's
screws left
Jeremy
over, though, John.
Palms.
Johnny,
Huh?
Some drone
What's
guy.
that, John?
I got too many screws left over though.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, one thing I noticed when Matt opened that pack, of course, Matt's got and Joe's got the same thing. We've got 1,000,000 screws there set up, on his little tray and stuff. So if you need some, we'll ship you some extra screws
Okay.
there.
It looks like getting organized though. Seriously, for that is a good idea. Having things laid out.
Oh,
like, like you showed in those pictures. So
Yeah, well, Joe, Joe knows. I mean, he built. I mean, Matt, he laid it all out, and he kind of put this and this. I guess you need the different size risers. How you gonna put the what's it called?
Somebody come help me organize this mess.
Oh,
Looks
my
good to
God.
Holy shit! You call it Nanny SOS
Wow.
or whatever.
That looks like a Radio Shack gone bad right there.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
right.
Look at all the shit everywhere. I got to clean this bench up. My God,
Well, you don't have OCD. That's the good news.
that I do not.
That
I do not.
That's the
You
good
recognize
news.
that? It's the old Avada.
Yeah. Must have thrown it away.
Where's the Franken Nevada?
There you go. He made it.
Hell yeah, I made it.
too, man. Wow.
LeBron, I Kobe that shit from the hallway.
You're one step
Yeah,
closer
man.
to being all nice and clean now.
Now you're gonna be like Sheldon. He's gonna go get it out after it gets off.
No, I'm not getting that out. I don't need that thing.
I can't talk. My little man cave is a disaster area, so I got no room to talk.
I clean that bench up probably every 8 to 10 days. I'll clean it up and put it all away just to work on another drone, and it's trashed again in hours.
Barkley said, "Looks like
Nope.
a tornado hit Joe's garage."
Yeah.
And Randy said, "Change that carpet on the table."
Yeah, that's a yoga mat. It's got some
yoga
solder
mat.
burns on it.
That was a yoga mat.
Yeah, look, Jerry
Yeah.
said you got 2 trash cans and both are empty.
That's because trash day was yesterday. Good one, Jerry. Hello.
See, that's why I
2
don't
empty
scroll
trash
around my
cans sitting
living
there.
area. See,
Joe said he never
that's why I
showed
don't
his
scroll
garage
around.
Oh man, that's
Yeah,
funny.
this is why I don't scroll around my area. See, just to avoid all that.
tell you
Hey, I'm in the garage.
Give ammo.
Inside
Give him
good.
ammo.
Matt and I yesterday while he was building that, I'm sitting there and all, but we were talking about Ken Harbaugh. Ken, Joe, and you know this, and I know you got some stuff, but Ken's got enough to build like a super fleet of drones in his truck.
Oh, oh my God, dude, he's got he's got some stuff.
He really does. He was showing
He's
us
got
little
everything.
pictures and heat shrinks, and I mean, he's got. When I say it looks like, of course, we all know Doc Murdoch and Doc's truck.
Yeah.
Spin
I
up.
was going to mention Doc.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's got what most people have, but he just carries it with him at all times. I just leave it on my bench. But yeah, he travels with it.
Look,
Build a whole quad out in the field.
well, I guess, Joe, I hate to say this, you know, at some point you may use anything that you have, that's for sure. I mean,
All the time, yeah.
yeah.
All the,
I mean,
all the time.
you go out there and I mean, you go on a flight, and I guess if you knock a motor off, I mean,
Yeah,
I know
you know.
phones or,
But yeah, motors come with motor screws, right? But they're designed to go through the carbon. Well, if you're putting through a 3D print that's 4 millimeters thick or whatever, guess what? Or however thick it is, you need a longer screw.
did Joe say? I knew he was gonna say they needed a longer screw, but that's all right.
Yeah.
I've been trying to tell. Never mind. I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, let's move on.
I got some. Hey, I'll send you some from Anchor Make. They make.
Yeah, right. I got this kit off of Amazon. It's
You're gonna see something else.
no, it ain't.
There we go.
Well, you're gonna make me full. It's just a bunch of screws,
Oh yeah.
But it's cheap, and it's got M2, M3, and M4. It's got a whole bunch of screws. I think it was, I don't know, $12-15, something like that. Super cheap.
So Joe, with the 04 unit, this unit right, because this is a small one, but the 04 Pro, whatever they call it, I know iFlight's already made a little TPU for the Nazgul. So has many more frame companies so far make those or?
Yeah, I mean, I saw an additional camera plate for, I forget which drone it was, but the camera attaches to a plate that attaches to the side. So they've made a new one of those. I know Dave Shattuck's Fly High FPV is going to make some prints for our Quad Mafia frame. He's getting on board with helping us make some prints for our Quad Mafia, which is exciting.
Y'all production, I mean, say would that not be, well, okay, it'll just be a setup for that camera drone, just front end. I mean, as far as for the 04, right?
It's going to be, for right now, it's kind of a standard, it's kind of a standard print for now that'll just fit on the spacing of the standoffs. And then later, I think they're going to come up with, once we are through our testing portion and, going out and bashing it and testing everything, then it'll go to production, and then it'll probably either come with or buy additionally custom 3D prints for that.
So what I'm thinking though, so eventually, like, there'll be 04 frames, but of course the 03 units, as they run out of them, they'll just kind of do away with
yeah, of course. Yeah, there's going to be companies out there that are going to start fabricating their frames to accommodate a 04. Absolutely.
Right. Now, Joe, this 04 for 109. I mean, it's small as crap, but I'll tell you what, this would be a fun little. I mean, it's not a bad price. I guess if you did
it's a fantastic price, dude. $109. I'm not a 3S guy or less, 1 to 3S guy, but like it's tempting to now build one,
Right.
Because like, holy crap.
You had an ESC for, I don't know, $50 in the 4 motors and a little frame, 2.5-inch frame or something. I mean, you're talking about maybe building a drone for, I don't know, $275 maybe or so. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not really a tiny whoop guy, yet. But
never say never.
Yeah.
Never say. Oh no, definitely not.
Yeah.
I won that little Tiny Hawk, Tiny Hawk 3, the little whoop, Tiny Hawk 3 that I won at Spin Up. Yeah. And it's fun as hell to fly around here. Now I lost video to the goggles, still flies fine, but it's been beat up.
Now, because this is only 1, 2, or 3S, right, Joe? That's
it's 1 to 3S, but I wouldn't do 1S, Randy, because I did see a video that when it gets down, because it does need, 3.4 volts. So if you get below 3.4 on your battery, then you're going to lose video. So at least do a 2S. If not 3, I'd just go 3 at that point.
Only thing I would say on this, Joe, I kind of agree with you. If you're going to buy a couple of these, I would go either one battery, go all, like 1 3S or, maybe.
Yeah.
Put this in a tiny whoop. I get, would it a 3S?
Yeah, Matt Props is right. I was going to say I was waiting for you guys to finish. They make a voltage booster. It's like $2 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, they just put a little voltage booster on it, and it'll save you that problem.
Gotcha.
They probably should have put that on that board, to be honest with you. If you want to second guess DJI, could have been something they could have done.
Uncle
Yeah.
Bill, what's up,
I
Uncle
flew,
Bill?
morning, Paisan.
Bill.
I was flying Kenny's when he was here last week and a half ago. I was flying his 3S whoop here around the neighborhood, and I think he's got it regulated a little bit. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kenny, but I would want at least 3. I wouldn't want less than 3S on a whoop personally.
Yeah. Well, you got to worry about.
But thinking about it, he does have his regulated quite a bit. Now that I think about it. So.
Yeah, you talking about because we hit with the one we were flying here with the wind was, and it really wasn't that bad, but it was blowing that thing all over. Ken actually.
Oh yeah, for sure. The one with the lights on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I flew that here, and it's got the polar camera on it. I flew it here at night just to check out the polar cameras.
Let's see, Randy. Nice. The solder points on a 4S FC are so tiny, I can't imagine.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
use your very small point tip on your soldering iron. 80% probably.
This is gonna open up. I mean, I hate to say it, it's pretty neat. Now, I imagine them solder points are pretty small on this son of a bitch, huh, Joe?
I would imagine. Open it up. Let's see.
I'll tell you what.
Do an unboxing.
I know. Matt saying yesterday because that 30 by 30 stack was so much easier, than even the 20 by 20.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got a 30 by 30 sitting here waiting on the Quad Mafia frame.
I mean, look at it. Let me do this.
Yeah, I was gonna say next.
Look at it. Look at the camera. How tiny.
Put it right in front of your camera, Johnny. You're down. Put it up. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very, very tiny. Now let me see the board. You see any solder points on the board?
Actually, the board isn't.
Or is it all enclosed?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, those are all the capacitors and all the shits on there. What's the where's your motor? Where's your motors solder to? Where's your pads at?
Shit, I don't know. Where is it? It's got to be right on this.
Probably on the should be on the corners somewhere, either on the corners or on the sides if it mounts.
Ah, shoot.
I think typically those mount diagonally. Yeah, hold it right there for a second. I don't see shit. Flip it over. And on the back side, huh? Oh, maybe right there. No. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna have to look at a video on that.
I don't know. I'm looking at it now. You're right. Well, I mean, they got a solder.
You're gonna need a microscope.
Yeah, I know why.
Yo,
Let's see it real quick.
Is it these pads like right?
Yeah, that's probably them. Is there 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it's them right
tiny
there.
as shit, though. I can tell you that.
What about in the right lower corner? What was that?
I don't know if it's focusing.
Yeah, you got to go up. Okay.
Yeah, right there. Hold it right there.
Right lower corner.
It looks like there's
right lower corner.
It looks like there's 2, maybe 3 pads there, but that left corner looks like there's probably 3 on each corner there.
There is.
Yep.
Well, I only see. Man, it's kind of weird. I only see 3 on one corner to me. Well, no, man. I tell you what, this thing is small.
Yeah, buddy. Oh my goodness.
That'd be a good first build for you.
See,
now is that a 25 by 25? Or is it? Anybody know the size on that? Is that 25 by 25?
I do. I think it is. What about the other side of the board? You kind of focused on the bottom side, nothing on top. Okay, just thought I'd ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
No idea. No idea.
Yeah, the camera is.
Mm-hmm. Very small.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
We see that at the South Florida meetup, Johnny.
What's that?
A drone with that in it?
No. This is Matt's. He's gonna try to do it in that tiny hawk.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's what his intentions are. Because he got to. I see if the motors would work with this, and I don't know. Yeah, cool cat. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm sure
there might be directions in there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
No?
But who reads directions?
Oh, well, I'm just saying. We're all trying to figure it out, and there's a piece of paper that probably tells you. Or if you look on their website, anyway, they probably have a schematic. I promise you, there's a schematic somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. The camera goes there. Antenna goes there. Okay. Where's your? I don't see nothing about motors on that one. Something a bunch of Chinese symbols.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I can't stand it. I'm to the internet.
To the Google machine.
Yeah, who reads directions, Lon? Shit.
I do, to be honest with you. I honestly do.
No, Johnny can. Let's see. Send it to me. I'll figure it out. Yeah, that's it. Hey.
There you go.
Hey, you know what though? It is good. Yeah, get a good cheap micro. Yeah, we got to put it underneath the microscope. I mean the
Oh, there it is.
magnifier that.
You're still full screen, Johnny.
It's definitely.
Wow. You find it long?
No. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked.
Gotcha.
It's definitely small. I can tell you that.
He came across iJustine.
No,
He's on the Apple.
she's well beyond her sell-by date, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, so
Just
you moving on? You moving on to what's the one Art?
What about her sister? No, Mary Burke. No, she's
Mary Burke?
way. The milk is spoiled a long time ago.
That is way sour.
The milk's gone bad.
Yeah,
Milk's gone bad.
that's 100% Cambodian.
You better not let Art hear you saying that.
It's lumpy and everything. Let's see. 7, linking status, link button, yada yada. 3-in-1 cable.
You got to chew that milk.
Yeah. That's crunchy. That milk is
It's
crunchy.
lumpy.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Blew it up a little too big. Oh, there's all the dimensions and stuff. That's kind of cool. It's 25.5. So there you go, Joe. It's a 25.25.
25 by 25. Yeah. That's I think that's typical for all-in-ones is 25 by 25.
Yeah, that's a song.
25.
Joe, have you done an all-in-one stack? No, you have never.
Nope. I hadn't. No. My buddy Will that I fly with, he does. He has all-in-one on his Grinderino.
Okay. I know Matt was talking. I mean, we were just talking yesterday. He just, said he might want to try it one day. And I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, they mount diagonally. At least it does on his Grinderino.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing that's
the frame from Quad Mafia. I mean, coming true. I mean, it's. it's
in Mike's hands. Yeah, he's packaging them up for. He was getting them bagged up for each of the pilots, and the screws all came in in kind of one bag. So he's bagging up the screws for all of us and everything.
Right now, does it have all the TPU prints with it, or is it just?
There is I think Mikey put a print on Thingiverse, put a STL file on Thingiverse for that universal print for this frame and the 04. Yeah, but yeah, there'll be an STL file.
It need a dual antenna mount, instead of a single. That's.
Yeah, and speaking of antenna too, like if I'm not mistaken, you can use your 03 antenna because it's the same. Is it UFL connector? The antenna connection.
Yeah.
You can, because there's still 2 antennas in the 03. It's just in one lollipop. But yeah, I did hear that you may lose a little bit of range. Yeah, but like if, let's say for whatever reason you want to keep that, you just like that better. If you don't like the dual.
Oh, okay.
The 2 things flipping around, you can put an 03.
I think Bardwell said something about that. So.
Yeah, I think that's where I heard it as well.
Canvas mode.
The camera's what, Lon? Small?
No, it's got canvas mode.
Oh.
I'm reading.
Good.
Yeah, I don't see it. There's another whole manual, and I don't feel like going through it. Sorry, fellas. There's another whole manual that has all.
Well, there'll be some bills coming up with the 04. I mean, especially, personally, I know, Joe, you said it. And I mean, if you build forward, I would build 04, I guess. But I wouldn't take all my 03 air units out to my drone. That's just me. Personally.
Absolutely not.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy talk.
I know a couple of people already kind of doing that, but I mean,
I'm doing an 04 on the Quad Mafia frame, and moving forward, I'll probably do 03s, honestly, because I'm that guy that wants the last year's model, the cheaper stuff that's saves me a little bit of money, but it's freaking 03. Like, does it need to be better?
Yeah, I mean, magically when 04 comes out, that doesn't make the 03. I mean, it's a great man. It's a great feed. The camera.
Oh man,
great. I mean,
I love it.
Hey, and next year at this time we'll be talking about an 05. So what's
exactly.
Goggle 4.
DJI.
Oh, hey, it might be 6 months from now the way DJI is going.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. Goggles 4 coming out.
How long, Joe? How long you think they'll have the 03s? I mean, you think it's just a production until they run out, or?
I think as long as people keep buying them, they'll just,
I say, I mean, to me, you got a 109 price point because this is a different drone,
sure.
Different build. But then you got the 03s for 179, and then what's it, 239 for the 04s? I think, or 229.
229.
Yeah.
229, same price as the 03 when it was new.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, the 03, I mean, really, for most people, they're just going to get the 04, right? Because it's 50 bucks. It's 179 for a new 03, and it's 229 for a new 04. Like most people are going to do that.
You order a new frame now, and I mean, I would say just go with the 04. But now I do have a camera in my 03 and that Mario 5, the one I hit something with my camera, got a nick in the camera. But if I took that out, I would just go ahead and probably pop a 04 in there, now. Because that camera is like $109 bucks,
I got a question. I don't know why I didn't think of this immediately. What am I looking for? Soldering points for
we were looking for the soldering pads on the flight controller for the motors.
Wouldn't you hook that up to? Wouldn't this get hooked up to a flight controller?
Well, the wires solder to the ESC anyway, not the flight controller.
Because,
but I don't think it does. Does it? I mean, does it? Do you plug that into a third-party flight controller? I don't think that's right. It's an all-in-one.
Well, it's got. Is it?
I thought.
Yeah, I'm not sure it is because it has 6 wires coming off the plug, right? And 2 of them are for the connection to the flight controller. If I'm not
then
mistaken.
You could be right. That might be a. Is that a flight controller? And
what is this? What is this plug?
That plugs to a flight controller or an ESC. The other one that isn't.
So would you take this off and solder this to you?
That's typically what I do. I clip. Yeah. I don't plug and play because a lot of them aren't the same pin out.
This actually is plug and play. It pulls out right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just dawned on me. I'm like,
there's no soldering points on here.
No, no. You would run if you need to take the wires from the plug to go to whatever you're going to, your ESC, then you would go from that plug. Okay. You wouldn't go from an ESC to that. You would cut the wires from that plug on the plug side.
Yep.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, you would just lop that plug off.
Right.
Yep. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm like looking. I go, wait a minute.
Okay. That makes sense because that is going to be an air unit. It's an air unit, right? So yeah, that's probably that's a flight controller. You plug that into an ESC of your choice, I assume.
Right.
Right, or a flight controller. I'm not sure if
the other
need a flight controller. I'm not 100%. I'll be honest with you.
Let me ask you: do they have plug and play? This is plug and play right here. So
somebody might.
In my experience with just like an 03 air unit and plugging it into the flight controller into the port directly for the flight controller for the 03, a lot of them have a different pin out. So they don't operate right. So you got to just, like Lon said, lop the plug off and
Randy
solder them to the flight controller.
Plugs into the flight controller.
Okay. Yeah, if you get a flight controller that matches up to,
as long as the pin out,
I'm sure there's plenty. I'm sure there's plenty that match right up.
If the pin out doesn't match, you just cut the plug and
here you go, Uncle Bill.
Cut the wires size.
You need a flight controller UDI as its component that receives a video transmission from 04 and requires a connection to the flight controller.
Okay, thank you, Bill. Yeah, so you need a flight controller.
I'm going to send all my builds to Uncle Bill. He can.
Well, then, so the question still remains: where do the motors solder to? The question still remains:
to the ESC,
to the ESCs,
to the ESC.
which is so you need an ESC and a flight controller in addition to the 04.
You need a stack that has the ES, not just a flight controller.
Okay. So then you can use that with an all-in-one. Okay. You throw an all-in-one on a Whoop and connect that to your all-in-one, which is your ESC and flight controller.
Right.
And I got you.
Yeah. I mean,
Picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, because the connections are
I got done for a
BCC
minute.
ground, RX, TX, ground, and S bus. Is what that plug represents.
I tell you what,
That's
if you try to solder on this bitch, you might as well just throw it in the garbage before you start. I can tell you.
No. I'm looking at it going, and then it dawned on me. I go, wait a minute. You don't solder to the air unit. You solder from the air unit onto whatever.
Yes.
Whatever you're connecting to.
Yeah.
So Cool Cat says before you start making work for yourself, check off, see if you can reach the plug and disconnect the tiny brass clip that keeps it in the plug. Yeah.
What? And then switch them around.
Good call, Michael.
So they pin out.
That's all
you
about.
Get an adapter too, probably. You probably get an adapter. You can make an adapter.
In your bill when you lay it all out. I know Joe.
Yeah.
You stick the,
but trying to pop them pins in that little bitty plug and get them back in there where you can.
It's hard.
You're certain that it's going to work when you're doing 90 miles per hour, doing a flip or something.
It's like,
I almost prefer soldering. Yeah, I do. I almost prefer soldering.
You got a plan where you can put the capacitor. The good thing about the Mario 5's got that little hole. It fits right down in there perfectly. So it's pretty neat. So
I know what you're saying, Cat. Yeah.
A
lot of flight controllers probably plug right in, or ES. It would be an all-in-one flight controller ESC, right, Joe? Or it would be. I would assume you can go directly to a ESC, but I'm not sure. I haven't built a drone in 10 years, bro.
Yeah, no, it makes sense that you would. It makes sense that it would be a 25 by 25 all-in-one that goes under that or above that. I don't know, whichever one on the stack screws. That would make sense because that's 25 by 25. You get your all-in-one, put it on your Whoop, and go.
Yep.
So yeah, it would plug
the air
in.
unit and put it on this one. Put it on this. I'm just joking.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, do it. It'll be fun.
You see the pinouts? It's got pinouts.
Yeah.
See them over here by my thumb?
Yeah. yeah. Solder that shit on there.
Plug and play line.
This is like a half-ass.
But yeah, you could probably plug it into most flight controllers, but it's making sure the pinout is correct. In which case, you just
line. That'd be an Apple drone. Plug and play line. Captain Joe, wake up over there.
I'm here. I'm thinking all y'all doing, I can just go out and eat the acro,
I think we'll go ahead and end this. Been on a while, and I got to get over and figure out what I'm gonna do with this damn swimming pool. I think I've made my decision, so I'm gonna go work on it, try to get it done. But hey, everybody have a great day. It looks like we get some cold weather through a lot of the states coming. Joe, you probably have some. I know it's going to look like it's from Texas to maybe. I know my granddaughter probably get it in Savannah, Georgia. So
yeah, we're supposed to get snow. I think Monday, Tuesday. So pretty rare for Houston.
We got Tuesday, Wednesday here.
Hang in there and hey, get out. I know it'll make some great shots after the snow. I think.
Look at this little.
I forgot a mosquito.
Stupid little drone.
John, Lon, thanks. Joe and Captain Joe, thanks. And hey, Joe, congratulations on the Chiefs. I know, hey, you know what? 3 in a row. That's very possible for them. I can tell you that.
Hope so. I mean, I keep paying my monthly KC ref fund.
Yeah,
there you go.
I'm a monthly man. I don't miss a payment. So hey, it's your 3 feet.
Next year, the name will be the Kansas City Swifties. So.
Yeah, hey. Everybody have a great day. And Mike, I see Michael Sergio just popped in here. Michael. Hey, thanks for joining in, guys. We enjoyed. And No Fly for Fun show this Wednesday. We have Mr. Billy Kyle the next Wednesday on the 29th. And what else? Drone Nation. I'm not sure who Ron has, but there's no Drone Seeker show today, just in case Steve is sick, so he took the week off. So. All right, everybody have a great day. Thanks, John. Thanks, Lon. Thanks, Joe. And thanks.
Later, y'all.
Have a great day.
See you guys.